would like to share a part of my life story with you. And first of all, I want to thank you to Ihoko-san for giving me this opportunity, this big opportunity. And thank you to you all. Okay, Seicho-No-Ie In my life. Uh, I was born and grew up in a family where my grandparents and the parents were followers of Seicho-No-Ie teachings. I'm from a large family of a gentle and a kind grandparents and parents and four brothers and four sisters, including
Wow.
me. Yes,
Wow.
we are a big family. And let's see. Oh, these are my grandparents.
Ah,
My grandparents were devoted followers of Seicho-No-Ie, and especially my grandfather was a big leader in that time. And he had been at the Seicho-No-Ie movement since the early days of Seicho-No-Ie in Brazil. I heard from my sister that that was it in the middle of the 1940s. Later, my father also joined the Seicho-No-Ie movement and continued his faith until the day he passed away. I remember when I was at junior high school, I used to participate with my grandfather in early morning meditation sessions held at the Brazil Mission headquarters. And next, these are my parents. I remember that my father was very strict with us about manners and language. We always had many guests in the house, so I think he wanted us to behave in a manner that was not rude. But my father was a big-hearted person, and my mother was a good cook and always very gentle. As I grew up, I reconfirmed the greatness of my parents. And when we are confused about things, I never forget the words they always said to us. You are all son of a God, so nothing is impossible. God is always protecting you, and He will show you what to do and how to do and when to do. Just believe in yourself. And the next picture, these are my parents, my siblings, and brothers and sisters in front of our house. My grandparents are already in the spiritual world. All my brothers and sisters were single in this photo at this time, including me. We are all young. In the next picture of my
Excuse
family.
me. Excuse
Yes?
me. Which one is Vera?
Which one is Vera? Let me
Yeah.
see
Okay.
the picture before.
Yeah. Backspace. Yeah.
The backspace. Okay.
Yes.
It's me.
Oh, pretty. Which one is
This is
mommy?
my she.
Oh.
Yes. Uh, this is my oldest brother, the second brother, and the third brother, and the fourth brother.
Oh.
And my sister Marie, me, my young sister, and the youngest sister,
Beautiful
and my
family.
parents.
ah,
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go. This is the next picture. My parents and a siblings family at my parents' house. Is a big family, and from that day they had more children, and so it's really a big family. They every join almost every weekend they join to have a lunch together.
where is that
Yes,
picture? Where is that?
at my parents' house.
Where? In which
Oh, in São Paulo.
São Paulo, okay, thank
São
you.
Paulo.
Wow.
Yes, São Paulo, Jabaquara, you know.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yes.
I used to live there.
Oh, yeah. And after I graduated college, I worked for a Japanese general trading company, Brazil branch. And let me see, this is me at my workplace, very young. There I met my husband, who came in for training, and later we got married. And this is my wedding picture, our wedding picture. It's the Japanese costume, wedding costume. That was the beginning of my life in Japan. I was born and grew up in Brazil, and I'm a Japanese Brazilian third generation. However, because I grew up in a different country in Brazil, the way of thinking and behavior were different. So I was at a loss for the first years in Japan. However, I was able to do my best in the spirit of when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Mhm.
My husband had never heard and didn't know about Seicho-No-Ie, but he gradually began to pick up the magazine, Seicho-No-Ie magazine, that I brought back from Seicho-No-Ie meetings. One day he began to buy Seicho-No-Ie books and attend to seminar on his own, going alone. And at night he said, "Oh, today I've been to such a meeting." And after 3 years, we got married. My daughter was born. She grew up well and healthy, always under the God's protection. After graduating from high school, she went to Canada, and a fortnight she could enter to the University of Victoria. In 2004, in December, the year of our 25th wedding anniversary, my husband woke up suddenly in the early morning and complaining of breathlessness. Immediately after that, he collapsed. An ambulance came and the doctor said that he was in the cardiac arrest. But thanks to the paramedic doctor, he was able to come back to life. However, from that moment on, he was unable to breathe spontaneously and was only able to stay alive with the help of a respirator. My daughter returned to Japan in a hurry. After meeting with her father in the emergency room, she started saying that she was going to drop out of university and come back to Japan. I told her that her father will not approve of such a thing and convinced her to go back to Canada. She had 1 year left before graduation. She asked to the university teacher the possibility of graduating in 6 months, but the teachers told her that to do such a thing is impossible because the numbers of credits are quite large. Nevertheless, she studied very hard, earned 1 year's worth of credit in 6 months, and successfully could graduate. This was the first time that this happened, and the teachers were very surprised. The university then had her graduation picture taken in advance as a special case. And this is my daughter's graduation picture that was taken in advance. The book it's under her arm. I mean arms. This is the telephone book because they are not prepared, and nobody knows this is the telephone list book. Just she and me and the teachers. While my husband was in coma and hospitalized in a special care unit, I was by his side from morning to night for 8 months, reading Seicho-No-Ie books, Holy Sutra, and made him listen through earphones, recitation of the truth. This is the Minhas Orações in Portuguese. And that he had recorded in his MD player. I was told many times by the doctor that my husband was in coma and could not hear and understand anything. But I said to the doctor many times that his soul can hear and understand everything. I told him that I'm a Seicho-No-Ie, and I started reading to him a part of a Holy Sutra that says, man is not matter, is not a physical body. He consists of neither brain cells nor nervous cells, nor is the composite of them all. You must awaken to the true image of man. Man is spirit, man is life, man is immortality. I don't know if the doctor could understand, but from that day he never repeated again that my husband was not able to hear and understand things. My daughter fortunately could graduate, and she packed her moving luggage in a hurry and sent off to Japan, and then returned here to Japan. She rushed to the hospital and they showed her graduation photo to her father. He opened his eye for the first time since he was hospitalized and showed us a little smile. My daughter and I just cried. My daughter started looking for a job. After a month, she finally found a job and rushed to the hospital to report to her father the good news. Again, he opened his eyes and showed us a beautiful little smile. And again, my daughter and I cried again. But the next day, he left to the spiritual world. I could not stop crying because of his love for us. My husband, who was a family man, left for the spiritual world after everything was in order for our daughter and me. I have nothing but just gratitude for him. Now I think that my mission was to tell him about Seicho-No-Ie, and the 8 months was the time God gave him for his spiritual elevation, I believe. My sister sent me The Truth of Life, A Verdade da Vida in Portuguese, volume 9 and 10. This is the spirit volume. You can imagine how much they helped me during my grieving time. A month after my husband passed away, I went to organize his desk at the company he worked for. There were eight carton boxes. I brought them home, and 5 years later, I finally got around to organizing them. I found in them a block of letter papers, and this is the block of letter paper. It was new, so I opened and found my husband's handwriting on the first page here. And the title is The Shortest Letter in Japan, My Family. Here is the translation. The best hand I have ever done in my life. It was to meet you in Brazil and marry you. Secondly, I named my daughter Mirei. She grew up just like her name. Mirei in Chinese characters means beautiful and polite. After reading this message, I could not stop crying. I felt like all the tears I had been holding back were flowing. Now it's one of my treasures. And then this is my husband. I took this picture 2 years before he passed away. Later, my daughter got married and I had a baby girl. My granddaughter is now 12 years old. She is a sunny disposition, we say that, and then she's a kind of a hurted, she's a kind-hearted girl. She is a perfect child of a God. Now I live in talk with my daughter and her family, but we don't live together, but at the same apartment building on different floor. This is my granddaughter when she was 3 years old, wearing a Japanese kimono. And this is my daughter's family. It's my son-in-law, my daughter, my daughter-in-law, sorry, my granddaughter, and me. We took last December. And I'm a current member of a Seicho-No-Ie Tokyo One Center, and a member of an English meeting held by Ihoko-san once a month on Open Cafe Day. This is the members. Because of Ihoko-san, is everyone enjoy the meeting very much. It's always very fun. We are always glad to meet Ihoko-san. And I'm even a member of Seicho-No-Ie Tokyo One Center chorus. This is our chorus, and it's me. I even take part in the daily early morning Shinsokan meditation too, every day. Recently, I participated as a volunteer at the Imperial Palace with the Tokyo members. Here's the picture. Was last week. And anyway, I enjoy very much being with my friends of Seicho-No-Ie because we always, everyone look for the same direction, believe in God. They are all happy all the times, and we have much to learn from them. And so this is a part of my life at Seicho-No-Ie. And I wanna thank you for you all, and for taking the time to listen to some of my experiences for long. Thank you very much, everyone, and thank you very much, Ihoko-san.